Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the 2016 edition of Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in today. Got some territory to cover. Couple of guests today. Dr. Cass Ingram will be in the first portion of the show. I think Dr. Michael Murray will be along in the... What are you looking at me like you don't know? What do you mean you don't know? You don't know? You don't know. Okay. I know. Dr. Ingram will be here, and always enjoy talking with him. You'll see. So, yesterday I reported on two studies relative to men. And the one study dealt with older white men as a demographic group. And what we learned was that group of men tends to engage in suicide more than other demographic groups. The second study dealt with men, again, older men, not necessarily white men, but older men who pay for sex, tend to practice unsafe sex, and tend to, as they age, engage in more sexual activity that's not protected. So when I report on these kinds of studies, both of them are provocative. We're talking about suicide and sex relative to older men. You know, you never know who's listening. You just don't. I keep saying that. I keep that lesson. I'm reminded of that lesson every single day I do this show. You never know who's listening. Sure enough, I go to work out, walk into the gym, and somebody was listening to the show yesterday, an older man who related to the second study. And was talking to me. He said, when I was listening to you talk about that piece of research, I'm one of those men. And I said, well, did my reporting on that story he said, influence you? He said, well, it certainly got my attention. He said that because he practices that kind of behavior. I said, that you realize the risk? He said, yeah, I do. He said, but, you know, your reporting on it caused me to think about it even more. So I never expected anybody to talk to me about that study. And this happens often. But I thought that that's really an unusual study. I thought that I've never reported on that particular health issue relative to older men before. In almost 11 years I've done this show. That's the first time I reported on that topic. And prior to going to the gym, I spoke with another individual who told me I had only done it once, practicing unsafe sex. But older man pays for it, whatnot. You just don't. So two people of all of the studies, right? So you never know who's listening. And sometimes when I produce the show, so I select the stories and the studies that are presented on the show, and I'm making, these are all judgment calls on my part. I'm trying to select things that I think would be of interest, that are interesting, that would provoke thought, that, maybe sometimes push the envelope a little bit, or just have great practical value for people in their everyday life. But again, I'm reminded, you never know who's listening. You just don't know. And sometimes you think you're reporting on something that probably nobody listening to the show would relate to this. Yeah, well, I keep learning, so I'm just saying. 877-897-8255. Those were edgy. I mean, both of those stories. The second, of course, is very edgy. But it's a health talk show. That's part of health. Practicing unsafe sex at any age is dangerous business. Risky, risky, risky business. On a lighter note, but not necessarily lighter in mass, you go to a restaurant, right? And the food server, waiter, waitress, takes care of you. Did you ever pay attention to the waiter's weight? And do you think that the waiter's weight would have any influence on what diners would eat or how much they would eat? That thought never occurred to me. That's why I love doing this show. This is a story that was trending this morning out of Cornell Food and Brand Lab. They do very interesting research there. Go to their website, Cornell Food and Brand Lab. And they said whether you order a dessert or drink might depend on your waiter. And it's not how they talk to you or how they approach you, but it's how much they weigh. Honestly, you can't make this stuff up. And so they looked at 497 people, diners, in 60 restaurants. And what they found out was that these diners who ordered their dinner from heavier weight staff were, are you ready? 4 times more likely to order dessert and ordered 17% more alcohol. Did that thought ever occur to you, Stephen? I mean, dude, I never would have thought that. Heavier waiter?
Yeah, no, that doesn't. I don't see the correlation myself.
It's hard to find an explanation.
Yeah.
Well, good question. Dr. Tim Doring, researcher at the Cornell Food and Brand Lab, said no one goes to a restaurant to start a diet. As a result, we are tremendously susceptible to cues that give us a license to order and eat what we want, close quote. That's, I guess, in a nutshell, his explanation. A funny, happy, heavy waiter might lead to a diner to say, what the heck, and to cut loose a little, Dr. Doring said. I guess that's one explanation. I just thought it was a little strange. Heavier waiter, heavier wait staff. I guess man or woman, you tend to eat more. I don't know. What if you get some buff-looking, person in shape waiting on you? Maybe but I could see how that person might make you more conscious. Say, maybe I shouldn't order that cheesecake, right? Somebody who's really fit and in shape.
I'm still ordering.
Not you,
cheesecake.
Chubby. I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
You're
it
not,
doesn't matter.
You don't care.
No,
not
one
you
bit.
don't. I know. I'm just kidding.
I might order 3 cheesecakes now.
I know you would. That's Josh. Josh is my producer for the streaming of the show. Dr. Cass Ingram's my guest in this first portion of the show. We'll see what's on Dr. Ingram's mind. Dr. Ingram, of course, is associated with North American Herb and Spice. You should visit their website. It's a great company. They make wonderful products, all sorts of supplements, very interesting supplements. Let me bring them on real quick before we go to commercial break. Dr. Ingram, when you go to a restaurant, do you ever pay attention to the weight of the person serving you?
No, because I don't order any booze or dessert. So I wouldn't be, self-conscious about any of it.
Well, you're
anyway.
pretty lean. I mean, you're thin. You've never had weight issues, have you?
No, I'm at the same weight for the last 40 years, basically. A little lighter.
A little lighter.
Let me just say that it might be a sign of a deficiency in the brain more than it is the girth of the abdomen. Like your suicidal people. I mean, how do we not know that we're extremely deficient, and therefore the endorphins of crazy paid for sex, or the suicidal ideation, and that's kind of gets us to that endocannabinoid thing. I mean, that's a pretty interesting realm now.
All right. Well, when we come back, we'll talk about the endocannabinoid system and CBD. I know that you have a CBD product. This is it. By the way, the explanation for older men committing suicide is that they didn't want to experience the indignities of aging. Wow.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. Neocell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Neural Balance with Anandinol. Restore calm, reduce aggression, and increase well-being. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition 2016. Dr. Cass Ingram is my guest. Dr. Ingram, welcome back. You alluded to the endocannabinoid system. Let me ask you a general question. In your opinion, how do you think the endocannabinoid system affects human behavior?
Well, it's a signaling system, isn't it? And of course, the nervous system is electrical circuits, and they're covered by cholesterol to insulate. So, but it's just going to stay there stagnant unless you have that mechanism to intercommunicate. It is the premier, no one even knew about it until the 1960s and 70s, premier interconnecting system for what we call homeostasis or balance or normalization. Man, if you don't have a lot of balance in your system, you're deficient in endocannabinoids. And what could be more imbalanced than the two studies you brought up prophetically?
Yeah.
So
suicide and engaging in risky sexual behavior.
Yes.
Do you think this is provocative? Psychologically, psycho-emotionally speaking, and I don't know, and I haven't looked to see if any studies have looked at this relationship. If the endocannabinoid system is, for lack of a better way to say it, dysfunctional, not working right, deficient in some way or form or another, that it would affect a person's, actually their behavioral actions and choices and their emotions. Yes? No? What do you think?
Yes, it will. Because there is a insufficiency in the cognitive apparatus. The majority of receptors for cannabinoids are in the frontal brain, in the cortex. Now, those are mostly for CB1, and that's the more hallucinogenic material. But the body has concentrated those. They serve other functions besides receiving THC from marijuana smoke, right? But so our ability to focus strategically on and make really sound decisions for ourselves, therefore the self-harm that occurs when people are deficient, and the fact that when you do take endocannabinoids, whether they're dietary or, well, through inhalation. I'm not a big fan of smoking anything, but when you do take them, you reduce the risk for self-harm, for suicide, for these destructive behaviors you were talking about. And that's true particularly if you take it through the diet, through dietary supplements, through spices, and through other substances that you don't know about but that are dense sources of cannabinoids.
I came across, in response to my general question to you, and I asked it out of pure interest and curiosity, I came across a study. The title of it was The Endocannabinoid System, Directing Eating Behavior and Macronutrient Metabolism. Interesting. The title itself gives you a hint about, this was published in 2015, just last year, a year ago, almost to the day.
You have a better balance in your eating habits. Look what happens when you overload the cannabinoid system with THC. You get the munchies. But if you were to take a cannabinoid supplement, like a CBD supplement or a crude raw one, which are the more sophisticated ones from my point of view, then you don't eat as much. It's the opposite. You don't desire the drink. In fact, they're using cannabinoid supplements to detox people from cocaine.
I didn't know that.
Very successfully, and the animal studies are really very, very, very powerful. They're effectively taking cocaine-addicted animals, alcohol-addicted animals, and purging any interest in in that overload. You know how they press the lever and they get the reward, and that just goes away when you start, because it's a deficiency syndrome. We used to consume large amounts of cannabinoids. We used to be sufficient. Now, just because of the dietary practices alone, we're depleted. And we're not producing enough of those endocannabinoids, those ones that are produced. And plus, look at all the dietary. How many vegans are very depressed? They should be. They're not getting any arachidonic acid from fatty animal food. You know how sometimes you feel kind of nice after eating a beautiful grass-fed steak. It's a cannabinoid thing. We didn't know it. The arachidonic acid is in the animal food. So if we're in a diet that goes too much one way or too much the other, and of course, many other things. Greens, dark greens are another rich source. So, there's something good about the vegetable diet, but yeah.
You alluded to supplements. At North American Urban Spice, you have a CBD product, yes?
Yes, it's actually more of a crude, raw, unprocessed cannabinoid supplement. It's a crude extract of organic industrial hemp, extracted with carbon dioxide combined with raw oregano extract. So it's a cannabinoid complex of some of the two top sources.
So do you think that people, Lord knows there's enough anxiety and stress in modern society and living. Do you think that taking CBD can help? When we come back on the other side, you can answer this question in full and deal with it. But I'm thinking about anxiety. I'm thinking about anxiety related to stress, the management of stress, people's inability to do that, and so on. I wonder if you could, when we come back, comment on that and see how the CBD might have application in that sense. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition 2016, Coast to Coast. My guest is Dr. Cass Ingram. We'll be back.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition 2016. My guest is Dr. Cass Ingram. And what you'll find trending almost daily now is some discussion, an article, a couple of studies a day, maybe more than that, coming out, being published on the endocannabinoid system in one respect or another. And some researchers take very strong positions and healthcare providers take very strong positions regarding the endocannabinoid system. And some believe that perhaps it is the most important physiological system involved in creating, sustaining, and reclaiming human health. Many believe that. What's ironic is that in my anatomy and physiology class, the endocannabinoid system was not mentioned once. The word endocannabinoid didn't appear in the text, which weighed, 8 pounds. You dropped it on your foot, you'd break a bone. Not one word of it. So I don't know. I think that at some point they need to rewrite the textbooks on anatomy and human anatomy and physiology. Welcome back, Dr. Ingram.
Sure.
Some really do believe that it is the most important physiological system in creating, sustaining, and reclaiming human health. What do you think?
It is the most important signaling system in the human body for maintaining health, reclaiming health, for throwing the body into balance. It's probably the most important neurotransmission supporting system that you can affect through diet, through supplements, and do it so quickly. But you see, here's what is neglected here. We're doing it, and not just with cannabis, because cannabinoids are found in a wide range of plants, even some that we use as natural medicines. I want to get into that. But before I do, I want to answer your question. You asked about anxiety, and neurosis, psychosis, maybe depression. And it's a decided yes that you can immediately, virtually, you can immediately improve these, but it's a guarded yes. It has to be through a truly unprocessed cannabinoid supplement. Here, let me tell you how. When they synthesized just cannabidiol and some of its derivatives in Europe, and they put the brand out, 5 people committed suicide in Ireland alone. They had to pull it from the market. Just a single cannabinoid. There are 600, 800 of them out there in hemp alone. So that's why we have to understand. Now, let's talk about CBD oil versus a crude unprocessed extract. A crude unprocessed extract is a CO2 extract that sucks all the cannabinoids and the supportive molecules, including that beta-caryophyllene. By the way, that's 50% of the weight of European hemp. 50%. When you extract it with CO2, 50% is caryophyllene, 50% is the other 600. So when you give that, it's no issue. You can improve, even if they're on medications, you can improve them. But when when a patient of mine who was in a coma, someone contacted me. I know the people pretty well. He went into the emergency room for his catheter was an issue. They kept trying to jam it in. He's chronically catheterized. They bursted through the bladder. It sent E. coli to the brain, and he had 18 septic strokes, foci of stroke. So the guy's in coma. So they want him out. He opens his eyes every 5 minutes. They give him CBD, and he won't open his eyes anymore. So if you give, so instead I said, let's give him the crude extract. He's at home on a hospice, going to die. He's at the home though. I give him the crude extract. They call it hempenol. He takes this hempenol. He pops out of a coma. She gives him 2 bottles a day. You know, the daily amount is 5 drops. But the daughter wants her father well. She gives him 2 bottles a day through his IV, his feeding tube. He's out of the coma. I have his pictures of his eyes wide open, and his pictures from the weeks before when we were following him when he couldn't open up his eyes, but every 5 minutes and he'd shut them. Now the guy's watching a DVD from the last report. So it's just like we said before, if you take a whole unprocessed natural medicine, like raw honey, it's a medicine. Or, apple cider raw vinegar, they're medicinal. Mm-hmm. But you go get some refined thing and try to get the same results. Now, one way you could find out what your condition is to take my self-test on the internet. It's out of my new book coming out, The Cannabis Cure. I put the self-test up on Facebook and on my website.
At North American Herb and Spice?
CassIngram.com.
CassIngram.com. Okay.
And on my Facebook, cannabinoid self-test. Find out if you're deficient. If that's the reason why you have your chronic illness. Because we're not talking enough, it's a deficiency syndrome. And if you have cell phone usage and microwave, and you know what I'm saying, and drug therapy, you're going to be even more deficient, right? Interfering with the electrical system.
Mm-hmm. So I'm at your website. I see that you have a new edition of The Cures in the Cupboard, right? Fully expanded edition?
Yeah, I got to get you a copy of that. That's a different book now altogether.
Altogether?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
so
got that new chapter.
Okay, I see here. Updated cannabinoid deficiency self-test. Yeah, I guess you click on that link. And this is a nice website. Somebody put a nice website together.
Yeah, they got a nice design on that one.
Yeah, it's very nice. I see here. Okay. So the product at North American Herb and Spice is called Hempenol.
They have a product called Hempenol. That's what I'm using and recommending because here it's a crude extract of organic hemp cannabinoid. It's not really cannabinoid. It's the crude whole extract, the whole paste. Then that's mixed with paste of raw oregano, raw wild oregano, which is also high in cannabinoids. And they're both very high in the caryophyllene. Caryophyllene is the reason hemp smells like it smells. You know how it smells.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason that the aroma of cooking a pizza makes you want to get some pizza. It's the aroma of hops. It's in the beer. It's the aroma of black pepper.
Aha.
You see? So it's an important sensory activator.
You're listening to Dr. Cass Ingram. Visit North American Herb and Spice website, and then you can go to CassIngram.com, and you'll see there on the homepage the self-test that Dr. Ingram is talking about. And we're showing, if you're watching the show, we have an image up on the screen for Dr. Ingram's website on Facebook. Yep, we got that. We're on top of it. Thank you, Josh. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition and Dr. Cass Ingram, the featured guest in this portion of the show, coast to coast.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. 1 serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A. Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A. Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A. Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Enzymatica, the enzyme experts. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Dr. Cass Ingram. In this portion of the show, we're talking about the endocannabinoid system generally, and its, how can we say, its importance, and also then how you can help support that system through your diet and dietary supplementation. Welcome back, Dr. Ingram.
Yeah.
Why did you add the CBD, the extract, with synthesize it with, or put it in with the oil?
Yes, good question. By the way, I'm not endorsing any one product or endorsing any claims, but I will tell you how I want to help people and what my personal experience is. Here's this. Someone gave me some CBD oil. I was doing the research on my book, so why not? Let's try it. I took it. I'm not trying to say one's better than the other. I'll just tell you. I took it, and I didn't want to get out of my chair. You know? And so I got to thinking, listen, we've got to make a combined formula that you can still get that calm and that peacefulness and that anti-anxiety, but get some power in there. So what better than wild raw oregano CO2 extract to potentize it? Plus, they both contain cannabinoids. So you're synergizing it, and you're making a more sophisticated approach, and then you get those antiseptic phenols. And here's another reason. If I were to do this, and if I were to be the company, I would say, look, 50% of psychological disorders are associated with infection in the brain. It can be cysticercosis, which is a tapeworm from pork. It can be beef tapeworm. It can be toxoplasmosis. It can be toxicara from dogs. It can be viruses. It can be herpes. It can be chlamydia. It can be spirochetes from linebacker. You know, so why not, if you're going to take something to support the nervous system, put in the antiseptic with it? Because hemp's kind of more of a signaling agent. So, I mean, and here you have the example. I mean, the guy's in a coma. Again, I'm not claiming this for, say, North American, the people that just put that ad out or whatever on Chaga. I'm telling you, from a doctor to you, as my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can get him out. They're going to send him home to die. He takes this stuff. He pops out. Nobody can deny it. I've got the photographs. So, I mean, I do think we need to get this into the consciousness of the American people, that they realize that it's back to the whole unprocessed that we get the benefits. When they synthesize it, when they heat treat it to decarboxylate it, it doesn't work as it's good, but it's not as safe, universally safe. And universally effective. Mm-hmm. That's been my experience.
And now, North American Herb & Spice has a product called Hempanol, and it's combined with oil of oregano. And Dr. Ingram gave you a reason or a rationale as to why those two are together. You can visit NorthAmericanHerbandSpice.com, and you can find the product there. Of course, the product is sold along with other North American Herb & Spice products in fine health stores throughout the United States. Visit Dr. Ingram's website, CassIngram.com. Lately, what have you been? I know you don't let much grass grow under your feet. So lately, with this 2016, what is one of your primary goals or resolutions for 2016?
We're way too imbalanced and too vulnerable and too much at risk for the onset of degeneration, including cancer, including lung disorders, liver disorders, kidney disorders, neurological, and then we go to the medications out of desperation. I want to make sure everybody knows about the cannabinoids, about the difference between the isolates and the whole crude. I'm writing this book, The Cannabis Cure. It's half done. It's very interesting research. I'm quoting the scientific studies, like you said, the 2015 work and so forth. I've got a big section on this beta-caryophyllene, and I'm telling you that look, you don't have as much depression in Pakistan, where curry powder is like, more than the food. And so there are certain, like basil. What's more delicious than pesto? It's loaded with caryophyllene.
I know.
It's loaded with a cannabinoid. So it's I'm planning to put together the recipe. So that's one thing. The second thing is I'm finishing my book, which is the poison cupboard, almost done. And that's about the GMOs. I've got to do something more than to get the GMO awareness, like they've got in Europe. You are poisoning yourself when you eat these GMOs, and you end up with a subtle thing like a cancer or, here, case history, or something not so subtle. A guy comes up to me, and he says, see my abdomen? His abdomen had blown up, ripped open. He's got this massive abdominal hernia. He said, I was taking, for weight loss, almost exclusively soy protein isolate for 3 months, and then this happened. What does soy protein isolate in corn have? It has Bt toxin from the GMO induction, from the programming of the genes. The Bt, its purpose is to cause explosions in the intestine, to blow up the intestine of the corn borer so that it'll die when it bites the corn.
Wow. So sometime maybe when you come on to the show, we can talk about GMO. I haven't, it's interesting. That topic is so politicized and so, it's
a toxin. That's the key.
Well, someday when you come back on, maybe we can talk about GMO.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And do it in a way that takes it out of the realm of craziness, and we can look at the science and
we should look at the science. That's the whole idea, is to show the studies and the repression of the studies which demonstrated carcinogenic effects.
All right, we'll do that. Sometime we'll do that when you come back on. In the meanwhile, go to North American Urban Spice, look up their hempanol, and if you're interested, you can find it in fine health stores throughout the United States. Dr. Ingram, thanks for being on today. Healthy New Year.
You too. It was great to talk to you, and God bless you.
Always enjoy talking to you. We'll be back. You're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, the 2016 edition, coast to coast, and even in Hawaii. We'll be back.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2016. Great to be with you. Hope you're having a good start to your day, a good start to the year, making those New Year's resolutions and finding a way to keep them. I know it's harder than you think, right? Easy to make them, hard to keep them. I'm going to be a resolution keeper, not a resolution breaker. At some point, as we move through this month, I'll talk about New Year's resolutions and give you my take on some of the things that you can do to keep them. My guest in this portion of the show is going to be Dr. Michael Murray. Dr. Murray is a regular guest on Let's Talk Nutrition. We'll get to Dr. Murray in a moment. There was a story trending this morning, well, it was really yesterday, out of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And the headline on it was kind of provocative. Social networks as important as exercise, diet, across the span of our lives. Well, okay. Let's see what they're talking about here. And what the study, this was an interesting study because it's they claim, the researchers did anyway, that they made a definitive link between social relationships and these concrete markers or measures of physical well-being, such as abdominal obesity, inflammation, and high blood pressure. Of course, all of those are related to health issues and long-term health problems, including heart disease, stroke, and cancer. So they said that what they learned in their study was that the more social ties, relationships, people have at an early age, the better chance they will have that their health, they're going to have good health, better health at the beginnings and ends of their lives. That's kind of interesting. So what about the middle? What happens during the middle? Based on their findings, the researchers reported that social relationships should be as important to encourage adolescents and young adults to build a broad spectrum of social relationships and social skills for interacting with others. Given that my PhD's in communication, this would be of interest to me, at least from a research standpoint, intellectually, and so on. But it should be of interest to everybody. And these skills, the social relationships and your social skills, according to the researchers, is as important as it is to eat healthy and to be physically active. So said Dr. Catherine Mullen Harris. The study was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. That's not a comic book. That's a pretty serious journal. And it's not the first study of its kind, and they said that it built on the previous research shows that aging adults live longer when they are more socially engaged, have more social connections. Now, more specifically, What the researchers discovered was that the size, in quantitative terms, the size of a person's social network was important for health in early and late adulthood. In adolescence, social isolation increased, for example, the risk of inflammation, they said, by the same amount as physical inactivity would, while social integration protected against abdominal obesity. These are correlational findings, by the way. Later in life, in old age, they said social isolation was actually, and I'm quoting them, more harmful to health than diabetes on developing and controlling hypertension, close quote. In middle adulthood, remember I alluded to the middle part of life, social relationships did not find its importance in quantitative terms. It wasn't the number of social connections that really made a difference, but what the connections provided in terms of social support or strain. And I'll quote the researcher, Dr. Harris, "The relationship between health and the degree to which people are integrated in large social networks is strongest at the beginning and at the end of life, and not so important in the middle adulthood, when the quality, not the quantity of social relationships matters," close quote. One wonders, one of the giant paradoxes of this information age, it seems to me, is that people are becoming more socially disconnected. You would think that it would be the other way around, given social media and so on. And I'm not diminishing the connections that people, these electronic connections, this mediated communication that people have with social media. But I'm old school. I think that face-to-face, what we call dyadic communication, face-to-face communication, that kind of interaction is qualitatively different. I'm not saying that you can't have a relationship with another that's through mediated means or, mediated communication. I am saying that I believe, and I think there's research to support it, that there's a qualitative difference. I mean, what's up with people being in an office complex in these cubicles that are a few feet apart and texting one another rather than getting up and going over to talk to the person? When I have guests that come in studio and they're in the studio with me, face to face, people tell me all the time that the nature of the interaction is different, and they can tell it even over the radio. So I'm just saying, if this study has any merit, and if you believe that there's at least some truth in what these researchers discovered, our social networks, our social relationships, our relationships are critical to our wellness. And the only prescription to write for that is interact, communicate, talk to people, face to face. My guest is Dr. Michael Murray, and I knowing what I do know about him, I would think that he would have a take on this particular study. Dr. Murray, Healthy New Year. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Well, thank you, Michael. Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to all your wonderful listeners.
Thank you. So what do you make of that study I just reported on?
Well, I think it's pretty much common sense, and one of the most famous studies in history is a 78-year ongoing study conducted by Harvard, and they looked at Harvard men and also age-matched group of men from the inner city of Boston that didn't have the same sort of financial status as these Harvard students, and they followed these men for their entire lives, and the findings really have led us to understand what is really important in creating happiness in our lives. And everything that you talked about earlier, that falls right into that study. So this is just more confirmation just how important relationships are to our lives.
Absolutely. And what was interesting about this study, they connected it to actual biomarkers, inflammation, high blood pressure, things that, we typically wouldn't necessarily connect to a relationship. But so that's what made this study so unique and so important. We come back, we'll talk with Dr. Murray more. This is, he's dialed right into these kinds of things, and it's easy to talk with him about it. We'll be back. You are listening to LTN.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose corn syrup or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has Berry Garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements, made by a dad.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Neural Balance with Anandinol. Restore calm, reduce aggression, and increase well-being. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Michael Murray is my guest in this portion of the show. I was just sharing with Dr. Murray and you a new study on social relationships and being just as important, the researchers claimed, as exercise and diet across a person's lifespan. Well, get busy. Start interacting. Start interacting and communicating with others. Dr. Murray, you and I, over the years, have talked more than a few times about weight loss and so on. I wanted to share something with you. It's one of the things that intrigues me the most about health and wellness in this whole arena are all the paradoxes, the inconsistencies, and the uneven things that we find. Check this out, and I want to get your reaction. As you well know, 68%, I mean, it's now nudging towards 70 maybe soon. I don't know. It won't be long. 68% of the population's overweight or obese. A little better than a third is obese. In a recent Gallup poll, and I'm not making this up, in a recent Gallup poll, it's the first time in a long time that they found that fewer Americans say they would like to lose weight. This is the first time in at least 25 years that less than half of Americans reported wanting to lose weight. Be mindful that back in 2004, 62% of the population said it wanted to lose weight. So as the obesity epidemic is rising, more people are saying that they want to keep their weight where it is and they don't want to lose weight. What the hell is that?
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, as you know, the primary motivators of change are pain and pleasure, avoiding pain or trying to seek pleasure. And the truth is that most people who are overweight have tried to lose weight and they've failed. And that's extremely painful. You have a goal, you have an objective, you have a dream, you want that more than anything, and you try your hardest and you fail. That is so self-defeating. That just destroys confidence, esteem. That leads to a lot of pain. So people they don't want that. So now they don't even want to try.
In other words, they're giving up.
Yeah. So my message to them is get to my website, sign up for my free email newsletter. I have a free report, the 7 Natural Keys to Wellness, on my website. People can click and download a PDF version of this report. It's very short and easy to read, and it highlights the 7 steps you need to take to achieve wellness. Well, I want people to go to my website and sign up for that free report, so that they're part of our community. And I'm going to be offering a weight loss program in 2016, and it's specifically designed for all those people who've tried to lose weight and failed. I know that the program that I've developed works. We've done pilot programs. It's web-based. It's all based on information and inspiration. It's kind of what you do every day, but it's in a very structured way. And I am there coaching them and leading them the whole way. And if it's not me doing it and not on this program, they need to find a program that works. I have the greatest confidence in what I'm doing because I've seen it work. But they can't give up, and they can't not dream to achieve their ideal body weight, because when you improve your health, you improve your life. And if you improve your life, you feel better, you have more love to give. That leads to greater social connections and greater satisfaction with life. So, gosh, don't give up. Achieve your dreams. Achieve your health goals.
It's a good message, and it's such a challenge. It has flummoxed the smartest of the smartest in trying to curb this obesity epidemic. 30 years ago, 30 years ago, there were people predicting that, the earth was going to open if we don't get this straightened out. Here we are 3 decades later, and sure enough, and the projections, Dr. Murray, I've looked at them, some very serious studies looking at forecasting models and taking a look at where we are now, and if trends continue by 2050, they're talking about, deep in the 70% range of people being overweight and obese. My God, there's a little over 300 million people in this country. You sit down at a bench over there in Disneyland or Disney World and just watch a random sample walk by. Almost 70% of the people are going to be overweight or obese. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know where we're headed and how we're going to get this turned around. I keep saying, Dr. Murray, I don't know if you agree with this. I said someday there'll be a president. I don't know who it will be, but will address the nation because of the seriousness of this epidemic.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I'm conducting what's called a health summit in a couple of months. So what I'm doing is I'm interviewing about 25 of the world's top authorities on natural medicine and natural health. Something you do every day, right? But what I am finding out is that there's a lot of focus in this area, and junk food is a new cigarette. I think the government finally got in and did the right things with cigarettes. We need to do the right thing with our health and junk food, and really have a concerted effort to reverse this tide.
We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, BSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Yeah, I was listening to those messages where they say BSN, finish first. Well, if you can't finish first, how about just finish? Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Dr. Michael Murray. You know, if you're going to run the marathon, at least finish. You don't have to come in first. It's okay. Dr. Murray, you intrigued me with what you said. You said it quickly, but I wanted to explore it with you if you'd like. You mentioned that in 2016, you're going to focus on a weight loss program and people can have access to it. Could you spend just a little time with that? Because I know a lot of people would be interested in hearing more.
Okay, great. Well, as I said, people can go to my website, and if they sign in and become part of the community by downloading that free wellness report, we will send them information on the weight loss program. Or there's also a contact us button at the bottom that they can click and send a little note that they'd like information on the weight loss program. One of the key features of the program is stabilizing blood sugar control. That's one of the key goals. And the program that I'm doing online is a lot more individual coaching, but as far as some of the tools that I use and some of the information that I use, it's available. You can go to my website and find information. People can go into their local health food store and get information on some of the products that I recommend. One of the big ones we've talked about many, many times is PGX. PGX is kind of a centerpiece for my weight loss program. It's a good tool. You have to know how to use that tool, and it has to be part of an overall strategy that deals with all the many different facets. If there was one simple key for weight loss, we wouldn't have this epidemic. It requires a very concerted, well thought out, comprehensive approach, and so that's why I've developed this natural weight loss solution program. And my hope is that now that we're expanding it, we're going to see the same sort of wonderful results that we've seen in the pilot programs.
And you can go to drmurray.com, DOCTORMURRAY.com. If you're watching the show, we have on your screen. We're at the website. And we're showing you the website. And right at the top of the page on Dr. Murray's website, you'll see free report, the seven natural keys to wellness. You click there to download it, and you'll get a free report on his 7 natural keys. I know you've thought a lot about this over the years, all this business about weight loss. And if it was just one thing that was responsible for people gaining weight or losing weight and then gaining it all back, not being able to lose weight and keep it off is what I'm trying to say. We would have had this solved a long time ago. It's so multidimensional, multifaceted. It's complicated. And I just find it ironic that this new Gallup study shows that people, for the first time in 25 years, there are less people, less than 50% now, are saying that they want to keep the weight that they have, and they're not interested in losing weight, given that 68% is overweight or obese. I don't know. So this will be good, and I'll remind people to visit your website, and they can get to your weight loss program, your natural weight loss solution program. And you also piqued my curiosity about your 7 keys to the 7 natural keys to wellness. In a word, they are?
Well, you have to create spirituality in your life. You have to focus on positive relations. You have to follow a health-promoting lifestyle. You have to eat in a health-promoting way. You have to eat a health-promoting diet. And then you have to support your body through proper supplementation, the proper use of natural products. Those are the big keys for achieving wellness and being healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know you're a thoughtful guy. For 2016, do you have? And you don't have to. If it's too personal, you don't have to give it up. Is there a New Year's resolution that you made that you've thought about and you say, I'm really got to do something about this?
Probably for the first time in many, many years, I really didn't target any one thing. I am on a really good routine, and that's the key. Is you have to develop these habits that are going to support you. So, I have the positive mental attitude. I focus on the good things in life, and I don't ignore the things that need to be improved. But I look at them through those optimistic eyes. I engage in regular physical activity. I eat very healthfully and support my physiology through proper supplementation. So for me this year, there are other goals and areas that I'm focusing on that aren't so much resolutions, but just a greater commitment, and I have more inspiration. 2015 was, in many ways, just a phenomenal way for a year for me, and it's a springboard for an even greater 2016. So instead of having a resolution, I have greater focus on how I can make 2016 even better than 2015, and I think I have a pretty clear path on how to do that.
What do you think is the most egregious lifestyle violation people commit, and the most egregious nutritional violation people commit?
Well, I'm going to add one more. I think there are a lot of things that we do to ourselves that are quite harmful. And certainly not moving our body, being sedentary is probably the most egregious thing that we can do with our lifestyle. Assuming that you're not smoking or drinking excessively or engage in other really, really harmful health habits. And of course, the biggest dietary sin these days is too much sugar and high glycemic foods. But I think there's a bigger sin, if we want to use that word, something even more egregious, and that is simply people failing to recognize the importance of self-love and what that means. It means really being a guardian of your subconscious mind. It means protecting this vessel that you have, your body. And it means being good to others, because how you interact with others is going to eventually come back to you. So
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol, or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Jarrow Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Jarrow Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Are you or someone you love being held captive by social anxiety, poor sleep, feelings of aggression, or inability to focus? Neural Balance can help, and it's kosher certified and GMO-free. Neural Balance is a tasty drink mix that contains the patented ingredient, anandinol. Anandinol was created by an endocrinologist and a pharmacist seeking an herbal solution to their own children's struggles. Neural Balance tastes great, it's easy to administer, and starts to work within the first 20 minutes by reducing anxious or aggressive behavior and restoring calm naturally, without sedation or harmful side effects. Safe for children and adults, Neural Balance combines magnesium, CoQ10, B6, 3 types of passiflora, and a special blend of enzymes to bring peace, calm, and focus. To find Neural Balance at a health store near you, visit us at shopneuralbalance.com. Neural Balance, for a balanced life. Learn more at shopneuralbalance.com.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Okay, so here's the LTN health question of the day. Earlier in the show, I was reporting on a study coming out of the Cornell Food and Brand Lab. By the way, I recommend that you go to their website. They do publish some very interesting, sometimes off the beaten path studies. Brian Wozniak is one of the lead researchers at Cornell. in their food and brand lab, Brian Wansink, I should say, Dr. Brian Wansink. Nevertheless, this study that I reported on dealt with people going to a restaurant and having more dessert and more alcohol. In fact, 4 times more likely to order dessert and 17% and consuming 17% more alcohol. The question is, which of the following was related to people ordering dessert or more dessert or drinking more alcohol? Was it A, the lighting in the restaurant, B, the weight of the waiter, or C, the music that they were playing? What influenced people to order dessert more often and to drink more alcohol? Was it the lighting in the restaurant? Was it the weight of the waiter? Or was it the music? 877-897-8255. You can't make these studies up. 877-897-8255. Welcome back, Dr. Murray. Honestly, I don't know if you're familiar with the Cornell, you probably are, the Cornell Food and Brand Lab and Brian Wansink. They do really interesting research there. I like them a lot. I do. I often report on them.
They're insightful for sure.
They are. He does. They have imagination there, and they really find clever things to do. So in 2016, you'll be doing your new natural weight loss solution program, and you got your 7 keys to wellness that people can get free. Go to drmurray.com, DOCTOR, Murray.com, and get your free copy of that. And I'm sure you got other things that you have percolating and because
for sure. It's going to be a very eventful, interesting year. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. So
it is a lot of fun, isn't it? Because you can make a difference. You can help people in their lives and help them make a difference and be a difference for them. It's very gratifying and rewarding. It's a privilege to do that kind of work, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it just motivates all of us that are of that mindset to go out and do even more.
I know. Let's go to Siesta Key. Very nice there in Siesta Key. And Mary, Happy New Year, Mary. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Oh, thank you. Happy New Year to you, too.
Thank you so much. So in this study, they were interested in what would induce people to order more dessert or to drink more alcohol. Did they find it was the lighting in the room, it was how much the waiter weighed, or was it the music in the room?
I never really thought about it before, but I guess it makes sense. It was the waiter, the weight of the waiter.
That's interesting that you guessed that, because that's the right answer. It was the weight of the waiter. I should also share with you, though, that there is some research to suggest that the lighting in a restaurant and the music that's being played also influences the food choices that people make. But in this study, they focused on the weight of the waiter. Congratulations. I was talking with one of my producers during the break on this, Mary, and I said, if I had a waiter that came up to me that was in great shape, I mean, just, looked so sparklingly healthy, I would be uninclined to order the dessert.
I would think, hey, they have great food here. Look at how he looks. That's what I'm going to order.
So give me what he's eating. Well, congratulations, Mary. And I extend a healthy and happy New Year to you and your family.
Thank you. You too. And
thank you for listening. Dr. Murray, welcome back. The weight of the waiter. So I don't know. Who knew? I'll be anxious to talk with you throughout the course of 2016 to see what's on your mind and to track how your weight loss program in 2016 is going, and people can go to Dr. Murray's website to sign up for that, right, Dr. Murray?
Yeah, absolutely. They go up to the website and then get into the community, and they'll start getting the emails and notifications on when this program's starting and how to get signed into it. And I'll see you in just a couple of weeks, Michael. So we'll have our annual after the VDC presentation. We can hang out a little bit.
Oh,
and
great!
Get caught up in each other's life.
Yeah, get a chance to see you. I see you here and there at times, and I never get a chance to talk to you because you're busy and I'm running off doing something or another. But I always see people tugging and pulling at you. I want to be one of the last ones to do that because they want your attention, and I respect your time. So I get a chance to talk to you. I'd let those people talk to you. They need to talk to you. So we appreciate you very much, Dr. Murray. You've been a wonderful guest all these many years on the show. People really have benefited from your contribution to the show. You've made a difference in the programming of the show, the content, and the mission of the show, which is to help people take charge of their health and wellness and to live a better life with, long life with quality of life. We thank you for that, Dr. Murray.
Oh, my pleasure.
And have a wonderful day. Enjoy. The weather's good out where you are today?
We've been hit with rain. It's rained more this last week, I think, than I've seen in Arizona since I've been here for 7 years. So it's very interesting.
Not as much rain as in Seattle, though.
No, you got that right.
All right. Have a wonderful day, Dr. Murray.
All right. Thanks, Michael.
My pleasure. And we'll be at it again tomorrow. And we're into, the 2016 edition of LTN. And always I'm looking to push myself and to encourage you that we can always do better. There's always a little room for improvement. And believe me, I'm pushing myself just as hard as I'm trying to encourage you. And why do we want to do that? Well, you know why. Because our health is our wealth, and our health is the wealth of those people in our lives that care about us and love us. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.